Court is calling 2024 CR 3657, State of Texas versus Yahira Romo. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Adler.
Defense,
Renee Munoz.
are you Miss Romo?
Yes.
You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you understand in count 2, you're charged with manufacturing, delivering a controlled substance, penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams? That's a second-degree felony.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
Shouldn't this be a second degree? If you all are doing it as a manufacturer,
Actually knowingly possess.
oh, you all have it listed as the offense as manufacturing and delivery.
That is my mistake, Your Honor. If you'll allow
Sorry
me
about
to
that.
correct it.
Sure, no problem. All right, so count 2, they are proceeding on it as just a possession. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
So then that's a third-degree felony, and they're just changing the paperwork to notate it as possession and not manufacturing and delivery.
Okay.
So the range of punishment for that offense is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
In my opinion, she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
That is correct, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution, and a drug court evaluation. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense as charged in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
Contained in Exhibit 1 in attachments, Your Honor.
No objection from the defense.
State you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right
Yes.
for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If we may, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Briefly, Judge, my client's currently 21 years of age. She's been on bond for this offense since March. There's been no violation reports filed. She's also had no positive drug tests. She has been tested negative. I asked my client if she explained she used marijuana a few years ago, but nothing recent. I asked if the court asked her to take a drug test today, what would the results be? She maintained they would be negative, Judge. She doesn't use any substances. She's been successful while on bond. She explained to me that at the time of this offense, it was a bonehead move, trying to make a quick buck. She's remorseful for that, Judge. And I think the state offered deferred for that reason in terms of her age, which you accepted. We're asking a 10-year term. This is quite a long time. The court would consider anything less. She has not gotten her GED, Judge. She didn't complete high school, but I highly encouraged of that of her. And we're asking if the court can place that as a condition so she can work towards that and better her life, Your Honor. But with regard to that, she's just asking for a chance from this honorable court. In terms of the substance, she didn't know what the substance was. She thought it was oxycodone, the M30s. She wasn't even know what the other substance came until I explained it to her within the charge, Judge. So we're respectfully asking that we follow the plea bargain agreements, and she's willing to abide by those conditions as stated for the court.
All right, do you have any children?
Done.
All right. Who do you live with?
My mom and my dad.
All right. Any children in the household?
My nephews.
All right, and what are their ages?
Ages 6 and 5.
How long have you been living with your parents?
Since I did move out at one point, but I moved back in. So
Are you employed?
no, not right now.
So why are you not employed? And how long have you not been employed?
I'd say a year now. It's kind of hard for me to get a job
Why?
with the charge that I have right now.
Okay.
And they do background checks. So anytime they do a background check, it just pops up. But yeah,
All right. And what's with the tattoo?
just a tattoo I decided to get
Why?
because I wanted to.
And what does it mean?
Going on my face.
Mhm.
It's just a broken heart.
And what do the other tattoos mean?
Mm, nothing really, is just drawings that I like and decided to get also.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. State, did you want to address the issue? Defense is asking for less than 10 years on probation. And how much are you asking for, counsel?
The court could impose perhaps 7 or 8. She understands it's a significant charge, judge, and she's willing to atone. But a decade seems.
So defense is asking for 7 or 8 years on deferred adjudication.
Your Honor,
Yes.
there's no objection from defense counsel. May I provide Ms. Romo's criminal history?
Yes. Any objection?
No objection.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. I'm going to set her deferred adjudication at 10 years. If she completes everything early, the court will consider early termination, but no sooner than 5 years.
Yes, Judge.
So there's $1,000 fine that would be probated, 10 years deferred adjudication. Proof of employment within 45 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And when you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And mind you, I'm asking you not to punish you today, because if you use, you will not have violated your probation because you were not on probation. I'm trying to see what conditions to give you. So you need to be honest with me. When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
It would be negative.
All right. I'm going to want a drug test. We'll have felony drug court drug test you today. I'm going to ask for 300 hours of community service restitution. You may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
100 hours of those will be waived upon completion of her GED, or either if she completes some sort of trade school. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. And also, counsel, if she were to complete college, if she wants to go to college,
Yes, Your Honor.
then the 100 hours will be waived.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to want field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. So that means that your parents cannot use you as a person to babysit your niece or your nephew. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And are they in the home because of CPS?
No, my brother lives there.
Okay, I asked you who all live there, and you just said your mom, your father, you, and your niece and your nephew. You didn't say anyone else.
I didn't say that.
No, you did not.
I'm sorry about that.
You left out your brother? Is
Yeah.
that what it is?
So
Okay.
anyone else other than your brother?
No.
And where are the mother of the niece and the nephew?
She doesn't live there. They're not together.
Okay. So I'm telling you right now, if CPS is involved and you're not supposed to be there, they're going to end up removing your niece and your nephew. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Probation. Is there anything else? Yes, let's do a TAP evaluation, and that can be out of custody,
Yes, Your Honor.
and follow TAP recommendations. And if TAP is recommending inpatient treatment, we'll start first with intensive outpatient treatment. Anything else, probation? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. In this court, in order to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you have an issue, let your probation officer know. If you feel as though they're not addressing that issue, you can always come back to court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And from here on out, everything that you do, you need to ask yourself, what I'm doing, could this potentially result in me going to prison for 10 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Probation will go over conditions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay, stay, stay. Call up holy, 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 holy.